Welcome back. We're in conversation with Bharat Puri and Piyush Pandey. Gentlemen, it's been a delight, it's been an honor speaking to you about this occasion, which itself is an occasion to remember for everyone. Let's go rapid fire because that's the season. Unfortunately, I don't have a hamper to give either of you all, but I'm sure that you all will be rapid and have a fair amount of fire as well. I'll start with you, Mr. Puri. Your favorite Indian holiday destination?
My favorite Indian holiday destination, little beyond Simla, Mashobra and beyond.
Rajasthan.
Had to be Rajasthan. Favorite Indian musician?
Favorite Indian, Kishore Kumar by a long distance.
Kishore Kumar or maybe Bhimsen Joshi.
I'm surprised you didn't go with Ila Arun.
Now you would have then had something to write in social media about my nepotism.
Well played there, well played. The favorite Indian brand which is not yours?
Favorite Indian brand that is not mine? It's a very difficult one because the first ones that come are mine, but I would... Titan probably.
Titan, yours?
Now you can accuse me again, but yes.
You'll go again with Titan. But it doesn't have to be yours.
No.
It's something that you would have worked
on. If you definitely don't want mine, then it's Haldiram.
Okay. Wow, that's a great brand. Favorite Indian? Could be someone from history, could be someone from the present, could be someone you worked with, etc.
Favorite Indian, I just think Mahatma Gandhi is somebody you start with and I don't think anybody has still overtaken him.
Sardar Patel.
Sardar Patel. Your favorite Indian food? I mean, this I'm sure is going to be a longer answer than...
See, this is a very difficult question. Favorite Indian food, it depends on the time of... Correct. And it depends on the time of the day. It depends on but if you ask me for one single favorite Indian food, I would say a wonderful aloo paratha.
Khuteta ki kachori from Jaipur.
I'm sorry, I'm digressing here because since we speak about food, India's food actually, signifies the kind of diversity that we have, etc.
Wonderful thing is India, it doesn't matter whether you're in Madurai and you're in Shriram mess, whether you're having these lovely Rawat ka kachoris in Jaipur or whether you're having Lucknow's royal chaat, it doesn't matter. Each of the places, these are the places to be ticked off and everybody will keep them ready. And the thing is, my trade in 2 of the 3 companies has been a dealer-led trade. Dealers anyway in large parts of the country believe if they don't feed you, they're not, hospitable enough. This was taught to me by an old boss after I said, listen, by the time I reach the 5th or 6th shop, I'm dying. He says, now I'll tell you the trick. The moment the guy says, "Aap kya lenge?" ask for a pan and start chewing the pan and then say, now I can't have anything else. So these are the tricks you learn along the way.
Most beautiful experience, I was shooting with Mr. Bachchan.
Right.
With the tribals in Gujarat in Saputara, close to Nasik. And there was a shot of Mr. Bachchan having a piece of, or a bite of the meal that the tribal lady was making. And the shooting guy, Sujit Sarkar, and he had got sandwiches and us all for Mr. Bachchan and me for the lunch. And Mr. Bachchan, after first shot, he said, Piyush, come here. So I went there. I said, sandwich mat khana. There was a red roti of some wheat, not bajra, but very bajra type, or some wheat. It looked very reddish, and a bamboo ka achar. We ate that stuff. I've never had food like this. So you will discover India in the smallest of places, and each time it's magic. I have a problem when I go out of the country. I don't have a problem in the country.
And I know what you don't like. You don't like sabzis which are called jalfrezi.
I hate them because I went to, when I go to the restaurant, they say, we'll give you veg korma, vegetable jalfrezi, mixed vegetables. यार साले सब्जी का नाम तो बता दे यार. वो भिंडी है कि टिंडा है कि तोरी है. I want to have a sabji with a name.
I must tell you, with this fellow, whenever you're traveling with him, and we were together at the London Olympics, he comes to me and says, partner, and they had this whole hospitality program, we're going to this restaurant for this. He says, partner, ye wala bunk karenge kahan? Just in this little lane here, I found this Nepali fellow who's got a good Indian restaurant, we'll go there.
Well, food in India. 3 things that you think India can teach the world.
I think India can teach unity in diversity first and foremost. I think India can definitely teach the world how to keep moving ahead despite having, all of its issues, so on and so forth, keep, like the elephant, keep marching ahead. And I think India can really teach the world humility.
I mean, the national animal of India, according to me, should be the elephant for all the things that you've spoken about. Six blind men couldn't figure out what the elephant in totality is. Keeps moving on, and it does have a fair amount of humility, I must say that. That's a tough act to follow, three things.
No, it doesn't have to be different three things.
Yes.
Facing or adverse things and living with it. That's what you're a Rajasthani, you know that when in 47 degrees they are making the roads, they are still singing songs. So the toughness, the resilience is the word I would add.
One thing from the past which is not present in India right now, and one thing from the present which you would like India to always keep in its future.
One thing from the past that is not present now is the ability to spend time. I still remember when Piyush and me, when we were younger and we were the creative fellow, he was the creative fellow and I was the client. We would have a meeting where the first 1 hour had nothing to do with the product or the brand and so on and so forth. But that's what actually forged a kind of relationship which allowed so many things to happen. So I would just say the timelessness of the past. I think in our day-to-day lives, we forget that there's time to press the pause button, take a deep breath, smell the coffee, smell the roses, and then move on. I think that's the one thing from the past.
If I was to take a different aspect of the same thing, I agree with him. It's informality. We could walk into our neighbor's house without announcing and enter and sit there. We could, and informality and responsibility, which is, you have, again, all of us have seen it, when there was a bereavement in the family,
Yes.
how the neighbors came in with the food. That is in our culture. So I think we should not lose our culture ever. The culture has so many beautiful things in it. And what we should take into the future is the culture also.
And that brings me to my final question. We're India at 75, India at 100. How do you imagine it to be? 3 words.
Prosperous, unified, and definitely a place where others look up to and say, I wish we were like them.
Century, celebrate, and then tell yourself, take a fresh card and say, I'm betting on 0. I'll score another 1.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, gentlemen. India couldn't be prouder to have these two as her sons.
Thank you. Thank you so much.